Right. Shrek 2, yeah. It was a good sequel to the original, I must say.
Exactly. I mean, it's the first Shrek movie that I ever saw, and I'm glad to be proud of it as well. Because even though, get this, even though I consider this the best one, like anybody else would, but I rarely even like see it anymore. It's funny because I usually either prefer the first one or the fourth one, but I might have to see the second one for just for old time's sake, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And Christian.
For me, I don't remember if I seen it in theaters, but I rarely see it on TV when I was really little. And man, every time I see that scene, after Gigi makes that giant gingerbread monster, and every time I see his one of his buns get knocked down by a fireball, I get felt bad.
Oh yeah.
But there were also like funny parts, especially at the beginning of the movie. You remember?
You mean like to start with Prince Charming or Shrek and Fiona's marriage?
Yeah, with Prince Charming, and you just see the big bad wolf.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's actually a dirty joke there. He was wearing a magazine, and it's just a pic in a bikini.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, that's funny as hell.
But speaking of Shrek and Fiona's date thing, one funny scene is we're at the beach and there's kissing, and the wave went on top of them and swept Fiona away and showed Little Mermaid, and Fiona just grabbed her tail and just yeeted it off to the ocean.
And yeah, somebody actually made a theory about this that it was actually Ariel, because yes, you can't deny that was like her because of the hair and all that, and plus like both movies are actually connected, because in that scene where she got waved away with Shrek and all that, she was actually running in that scene underwater.
Yeah, and plus since that world is full of fairy tales, and since Little Mermaid is basically a fairy tale, so that makes sense.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah, it's a fantasy, but I wouldn't really say fairy tale if that's the right, source material to go with.
Yeah. One memorable scene, I always remember, when Shrek and Fiona are about to meet Fiona's parents at their carriage. Everyone is all very anxious to see. It was supposed to be Prince Charming Fiona, but it wasn't. It had to be Shrek instead. All the doves fly out, and one of them crashes into a wall. This whole time was little. I thought after he crashed into the wall, I thought I was crying, but later I found out it was actually an actual baby crying.
Whoa.
What?
Well, I mean, wait, what?
No, not that. I was just looking at something. See, you remember? Okay, out topic. Cut the thing.
Okay.
But anyway, so yeah, it would make sense for me to think that the pigeon, I thought I was crying. A dove, I don't want to say pigeon, when it crashed into a wall, I thought I was crying, because if you hit a wall, of course you're going to cry. Well, that's besides the point. I'm getting off topic.
Yeah, just might as well just get to the point and stuff, but yes, like you, I also believe the same thing, but it was funny nevertheless. And let's just see. Okay, so before everything. No, wait. Speaking of funny scenes, the classic one of the classics is find a way to entertain yourself, and then Donkey starts making the noises.
Well, at first, he kept constantly saying, "Are we there yet? No. Are we there yet? No. Are we there yet? Yes. Really? No." And just go on and go on, and then Shrek just started copying Donkey. And then goes the popping sound.
Well, yes. I was just going for one specific thing. Of course, I'm going to say, multiple different other stuff, but I was just saying that in particular because, of course, that became, an ear rape type of thing, which was funny to me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so to go along... Oh, okay, so along with Shrek and Fiona's marriage montage, it was a pleasant thing to see. Finally being all...
I remember that part because they're like a Halloween thing, and Lord Red Hood just starts walking by, and she knocks on the door. She thinks it's grandma, but it turns out to be ogres.
Oh yes, yeah, that part. And there was also like a Spider-Man reference where Shrek got caught in a trap and Fiona fought off all those dudes, and then
and she removed the mud. Just how similar to that Mary Jane removed the mask all into the mouth so she could kiss him.
Exactly.
Spider Shrek.
Oh wait, there was also another reference, like Lord of the Rings, where Shrek, like he was like where he got the ring and it was like all hot, and then it slid onto Fiona's finger.
Well, which I never knew that because I'm not a fan of the Lord of the Rings franchise.
Boo-hoo. And also like when when the announcement came about meeting Fiona's parents, and like these guys were playing fanfare music, and then this one guy who was playing Hawaii 5-0.
Oh yeah, which I wouldn't know as a kid, but when I grew up, when I got on DVD, I saw the subtitles. I found out it's called the Hawaii 5-0 theme, which I wouldn't know what Hawaii 5-0 is, but it was still funny. And that dude whacked him with the scroll.
Enough, Freddy.
And there's this video version of this where someone replaced it with Megalovania from Undertale, which is Sans thing. So,
Blitz, anything from your side about like what was what you loved and stuff?
But yeah, there was like their funny scenes, and of course there's just scenes where I didn't really like especially with Prince Charming and all that. Like him just being like of course one of the villains in that story, which I didn't like, because, just trying to get with his girl and all that, we get it, but of course, he already, got with Shrek and all that. You just have to learn, accept. That's all.
Well, it was mainly because of the fairy godmother, because she wanted this to happen to have it ever after. So it's her plan all along. But of course, Prince Charming went with it since he is his son.
I mean, yeah, of course. This is what happens when you kind of like forge the story, but hey, it's in a good way. And yeah, I also like the scenes where I put some boots.
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead. Oh wait, we're not really on that part yet, but just go ahead.
Well, his first introduction, we didn't know what he looked like because he was shown in the shadows when the king hired him to
kill Shrek.
Attack and kill Shrek. But as I feel to be a cat, this is how I know about Puss in Boots, and then I found out there's a Storyboard character, and just a whole iconic thing about him is where he goes to something wooden and just slashes lions to make a P.
Yeah, he's supposed to be a Zorro version of a cat.
Yeah, I found that out later on, but yeah, it's just that iconic of him. And remember that hairball scene?
Who does it? I'm like, that just kind of, it was just... He almost sounded like Blitz whenever he does like some certain voices.
I mean, that's how Andy Serkis came up with the voice of Gollum, because of his cat.
Right.
Oh. Because, starting a hairball and all that.
That makes sense. That actually makes sense.
But yeah, another scene I wasn't really surprised about as a kid, because, of course the gingerbread man, or in case, Gingy was like, do you know the Muffin Man? And we actually saw the Muffin Man in this movie.
Yes.
Well, yeah, and it's supposed to be his father, because, the cliche where someone, like a man or woman, creates a robot or some kind of creature and calls it mother or father,
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Let's see here. Like, characters with,
Oh, wait.
before I even repeat it like, I don't know, like 2 or 3 times. What I know about what's great about the movie, what's hilarious about the movie was in the scene where Shrek and the king were fighting over a turkey.
That was a pig.
Sorry, a pig. And then that's when they're like, like Shrek, Fiona. And then Donkey's like, Donkey.
Yeah, that is a classic T.
And my other favorite part was when Shrek and Donkey drank the potion. Then Shrek's like, how you feel, don't care. Then Donkey's like, I don't know. Do I look different? And then Puss is like, well, you look like an ass to me.
Yeah.
And then the weirdest part in the movie is that it's weird to see Donkey and a dragon having babies.
Okay, that didn't happen until the 3rd one, but
that was the end credits on Shrek 2.
Oh, I mean, like it's just been a while and stuff, so.
Yeah. If you were to rewatch it, there's a credit post scene where Donkey and Dragon have babies on stage.
Oh. Wait, I think I'm starting to remember a little bit. Yeah, thanks for that.
Yeah, you're welcome. My other favorite part has to always be about, like, isn't as much as the first one did, but however, like the adult jokes that sometimes you don't get.
I mean, that's in all the movies, to be honest.
I've been more into that kind of stuff right before DreamWorks was like watered down. The scene that did surprise me when I was little was like Harold's. Now I starting to remember the king's name. Where Harold sacrificed himself and then he then turned into a frog.
Well, it's revealed to be his true form, which kind of like shocked me, if I'm correct about that.
I did not even know that.
Yeah.
Oh, now I have like several theories on him being a frog the whole entire time.
Now we're going. Here we go.
Characters always really surprised, like that had like a different voice. Like, yeah, it was Doris.
Yes.
Yeah.
Doris, one of the ugly sisters from Cinderella, who was voiced by may he rest in peace, Larry King.
Yeah.
Who's the guy? Ned, ever see? Because she said that.
Well, it's been a while since I seen Shrek 2, so I forgot what she said. So.
Yeah. Other than that, like, yeah. Like, what were other characters you were like fond of this, movie?
Well, what do you think about Fiona's father?
Well, yeah, it just gets kind of awkward, First, like with newlyweds, about like showing either their husband, and the parents don't really like approve of them. Like, he starts out hating Shrek at first, but then came to respect him at the end.
Yeah. And what's great about him that's how I got introduced to John Cleese. I know what that. Yeah, just trying to make a point because I didn't know who John Cleese was, and I mixed up the different actors because there's this one that looks like him. I forgot his name, but he's the voice of McSqueezy from the Open Season franchise. So, and they sounded like a little, so it's a bit confusing. But
Wait,
I think like John
from where?
Open Season.
Oh, okay, Open Season. Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Sky Squirrel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay.
So anyway, but I still like John Cleese. He's really good British actor, and yeah, I really do like him. But for the King, yeah, he's all right. I mean, it does make sense for him trying to hate on Shrek because I mean he thought Prince Charming married Fiona instead of Shrek, but and he's an ogre, so he got Professor. And it's just like any other father, like don't approve of this kind of person, you know, and yeah.
I just said it.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of this one episode of Full House with when Jesse and Becky's parents, like the father didn't approve at first.
Yeah. And what was shocking, towards the end of the movie, a plot twist that the king was actually a frog, which is a reference to, you know, Princess and the Frog.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, like, let's see here. But yeah, the king himself, decent and all that. I want to call him like one of the best, but hey. But yeah, since you mentioned John, you want to mention other works he's done?
Like he voiced a British plane in Planes. That's I know. And it's also in.
Oh yeah, if you watch both of the George of the Jungle movies, he voices an ape named Ape.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that was him?
Yeah, that was him.
Oh, that makes sense. That's actually the role for him.
Webb. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Wait, you said Charles Webb. Who was he?
In the 2006 movie, the live action, he was Samuel the Sheep.
Oh, okay. And he's the narrator in The Big Year, which is a British narrator. He was a narrator which I didn't know about until I Googled it. And House of Villains, and of the short where Mickey Mouse had to find a new house. And there's a British narrator that was Remy. That was John Cleese.
Oh my God! Yeah, I can hear him now. Oh, no wonder.
Yeah, which I wouldn't know, but thank goodness I Googled it years ago. So that's pretty awesome. What? Oh yeah. Recently I found out that he was in the sequel of Pink Panther 2, replacing the guy that played the Chief before. So.
Oh yeah. Other narrations. Beethoven's Christmas Adventure. You ever heard of it?
Well, I never watched Beethoven, but I am familiar with it.
He also did Winnie the Pooh from 2011, Shrek the Third, the video game movie. Oh yeah, and that play you were talking about. His name is Bulldog. And let's see,
the Trolls movies as Poppy's father.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Oh yeah, he's also in he's in Clifford Big Red Dog the movie.
Oh, well, I didn't watch it yet, but can't wait.
Oh, that's really good. He's also in Monty Python Holy Grail, which I've never seen. I actually want to. He was also in Igor. Oh yeah, he played Professor Glickenstein. Igor's boss.
Mm-hmm.
And he's also in Planet 51, which I forgot about since I always saw the movie once. Out-Towners, which I barely watched. And yeah, that's it.
And then going to like the Queen Lillian, I was really surprised who she was played by, the one and only OG Mary Poppins.
Yeah. Oh wait, the OG Mary Poppins? I thought it was Julie Andrews.
Yeah, she is OG Mary Poppins. Like, yeah.
Oh.
If you listen closely.
This is what I get for not watching Mary Poppins.
Yeah, I remember when I first watched Mary Poppins. Like, yeah, we're in the library. They brought like one of those small like classic TVs, and we just watch it from there. Let's see. Of course, other than that, yeah, of course, from Despicable Me, voicing Gru's mom.
Yes.
Yes, and she's also in Smurfs Lost Village as Smurf Willow, the leader of the female Smurfs.
No, that was Julia Roberts.
Oh, son of a... There's too many Julias at this point.
Yeah, there's a thing called freaking research.
Don't start the research crap thing. But
she was also... Oh, I'm sorry. She was also in Aquaman 2018 movie.
Right, the Queen.
Yeah, I believe.
I think that would have been like... I think that was like somebody else.
Like, that was the character she played.
Oh. Well, I mean, like, I I felt like
Everything.
Like she's some kind of lava like monster or something like that. If you're
oh yeah, when you put it like that, and
yeah. Because it's been a while since I watched it, so yeah. But yeah, it's great they brought in Mary Poppins for this movie, and yeah, when they bring
Mary Poppins, y'all.
Yeah, when you bring certain actors to like movies and really surprised about who they played and all that, it's really great.
yes,
Yeah. Let's not forget who voiced Puss in Boots, Antonio Banderas, which that's how we all got introduced to.
yes,
Yes. I mean, yeah, and I like how Eric Bowser perfected the voice afterwards in the TV show.
yes.
Mm-hmm. I think Hank Azaria and Carl Zalzar would do great.
Oh yeah, another actor that played Puss in Boots in like the commercials was Christian Lance, the voice of Fishface.
Ah,
Another
excellent.
good role.
Let's see, other good characters like Prince Charming. Did you really know the actor?
Not really.
What I do know is that he once auditioned for Gaston, but he didn't sound arrogant enough.
Well, I want to see Prince Charming as Gaston, but I prefer the guy that plays Gaston in the cartoon. Actually, is much more suitable.
Oh yeah, Richard Wright. And yeah, other than that, like the actor that played Prince Charming, he was also in the Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe in 2005.
Oh,
who was he?
Was he the lion guy?
No, that's
that was
Liam Neeson.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He played the fox.
Oh,
Oh. Well, I've never seen the sequel. I only saw the first movie, which is my most recognizable childhood. Those were the good old days, man.
yeah.
Narnia. And now I just got a shocker from behind the voice actors by him. He was in the Wild Thornberrys movie. He played one of the two villains from that movie.
Oh.
Because he played a husband and his wife was also the villain. And yeah, the wife, I was very shocked who she was played by.
Who?
I'll give you a hint. Spider-Man's aunt.
The old lady? No way.
No. From MCU. I'm sorry.
Oh, wait.
You should have been more specific, dude.
Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, like, yeah, these are like, a young couple and all that.
Okay.
That makes sense, but when you said Ed May, you said Spider-Man, you just specify which one.
But yeah, that just shocked me right now. Let's see, other like notables like did you see in the movie?
Who else do we know that's in the movie?
Okay, there was with Fairy Tale Idol, there was Simon Cowell.
Oh yeah, there's also special features of that where it showcased the other characters singing, and there's like a poll thing, which one you would like vote for, and the DVD menu of Shrek 2 actually shows the same thing.
And yeah, like everybody was singing their own song. For Donkey it was Burn Baby Burn, and let's see, Pinocchio was like Domo Arigato Mr. Roboto.
And First Star was I'm too sexy for my shirt, so sexy.
And let's see, Captain Hook was hooked on a feeling. Wow. Yeah, you get it.
That's clever.
And of course, Puss in Boots. These boots are made for walking.
Oh yeah.
Of course. That makes a lot of sense. But before they all did that, remember at the end of the movie, both Donkey and Puss in Boots saying La Vida Loca?
Yeah, much more like, but they couldn't help themselves. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, we'll get to that in the song section. We're not there yet, though.
Yeah.
Let's see, another actor that's recognized. It was pretty cool. Like, yeah, the actor, his name is Mark. He's like the replacement for Eddie Murphy. Like, yeah, he played Donkey in the video games and played Mushu in the video games, as well as the sequel, Mulan.
Well, I prefer Eddie Murphy as Mushu, because the whole time I thought Eddie Murphy voiced him in both movies, but I guess I was wrong.
But I was really surprised that it was a white guy doing that Eddie Murphy voice. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. It's like Brian Hall doing a Donkey voice, or Janet Harvey.
Yeah, and let's see. Other than that, yeah, and the other video games he played, yeah, the Terminator, which makes sense because, yeah, it says here, yeah, in the Simpsons movie, he played President Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting. Alright, since we got the voice cast out of the way,
there was also one last one. You know about Conrad, don't really know how to pronounce that.
Comrade Vernon, yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because he's like one of like the producers of like DreamWorks and all that. Like I mostly know him from Mason, one of the chimpanzees.
Right. Yes.
And why did you bring him up?
Oh no, because like he's one of those the producers like to air like in every DreamWorks like movie. That's like with Skipper's voice actor.
Oh,
because fun fact. Oh, I'm sorry. Because fun fact in Megamind, he voiced Metro Man's dad.
Oh. Wait, you mean Megamind's dad?
Nope, Metro Man's.
Yeah, because Metro Man, he got adopted by a rich family. If you listen...
Right, okay. Yeah.
What is...
That makes much more sense. I got confused.
If you slow down, for Christ's sake...
But what's the next topic?
Oh, wait, let me stop. Any new characters that you like?
Oh, yeah. Prince Charming was a new character. But then he's been revived back in Shrek the Third. The new character I like is Puss Boots. That's it.
And yes, you can go on with personal favorites, even if it was your first time seeing it, because this was my first Shrek movie as well.
My very first Shrek movie was watching Shrek the Third.
Oh, well, I'm sorry for you.
Yeah, it's alright. And then the second time I watched the Shrek film was the very first film. And then I got on to watching Shrek 2, and then that's when I watched Shrek the Third. Shrek Forever After. My favorite actors that are on this film would have to be Mike Myers, Eddie Murphy, Antonio Banderas, and yeah, that's it.
Now we can get into the songs.
Alrighty. Let's see. What was the song that played at the beginning of the movie?
It was I think it was something called like oh wait, isn't it? Oh yeah, it's called Accidentally in Love.
It makes sense. It makes sense.
And once again, the whole montage is just excellent, and I was happy to hear it again in the full version. I was like, oh, so this is the full version. And it's great whenever you just, meet that special somebody who means so well to you. It's just...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And remember, was that the second or first? I it was the first one I was thinking of where they blew up a snake and a frog into a balloon.
Yeah, that was the first one.
Yeah.
Let's see. Of course. Yeah. Next up, of course, everybody knows this one. Holding Out for a Hero.
Yes, the one that my fairy godmother sang at the dance at the castle. I mean, it's not technically a villain song, even though she's saying it, but it's still awesome that she sang it, and she did really well too.
Yeah, this gotta be like one of the best covers from like anybody that could be able to do it. Will anybody singing a cover of a song and making it better? I believe, and I say it. Yeah, I said it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Of course, this is how I got to introduce to Funky Town.
Oh yeah, that's right. Funky Town was in this too. Yeah, and that's how I liked Funky Town. But not anymore.
Well, why not?
It just grew over me.
Let's see. What about changes?
What song is that?
Yeah.
What song is that?
Okay, it's that one song where where Shrek and Donkey were turned into handsome human and stallion.
Oh Oh yeah, and they walk into the town. Oh yeah, I forgot about that one.
And also, like, Fiona got turned back into a human as well, and
Yeah, she looked in the mirror and she got all freaked out.
oh yeah, and there's also this one song that I came to like as well. During that potion scene where they were running away and everyone was turning into, you know, like magical creatures and stuff, and like it was like, ever fall in love with someone, ever fall in love with someone, ever falling. It's I never knew how catchy it was. Of course, there's Livin' La Viva Loca. Yeah.
Yeah, the end of the movie song. That's how I got introduced to Live It, La Vida Loca. And yeah, it's one of my favorite songs. It's really catchy. Sung by both Ducky and Puss in Boots, and they nailed it, man.
Oh, yes. And see, even much more better than the original one, again.
Yep. And the guy who sings it, Ricky Martin, is it Ricky Martin?
It was, let's see, it was, oh, my fault. It is, yes, you're right.
Yeah, and I didn't notice until my dad told me that he's actually gay.
Oh, dang. Oh, excuse me for a second. There was also Le Freak yeah?
Oh yeah, when after they left and explained that, I got first introduced that. I don't remember if I got introduced that first or it was Toy Story 3. I think it was that first, but yeah.
There was.
Oh, freak out! Let's see. It's just some kind of French words there. I thought it was something else when I was a kid, but I found out it was actually just French words.
Oh, and let's see here. I mean, of course, with the rest of the songs, of course, it's perfect to take, you know, real life songs and make them much more awesomer as a whole. That's all I'm just saying. So yeah. We're done with that section.
My favorite song has to be "Funky Town."
All right, go in. Yeah.
Take me to Funky Town.
Fella, let's crash this.
Okay, Shrek 2 is a really good sequel, introducing new characters, and I give it 8 out of 10.
I give it a 98 out of 100.
I'll give it a 7 out of 10.
And yes, and yes.
Ready?